All right. All right. Trying to see if it's picking up audio. All right, we're good. Awesome. Hear myself twice. I was hearing myself twice. That shit was pissing me off.
You heard like the double back echo.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
say
because I had like 7 junks open. All
that makes
right.
sense.
All right. Grab this thing right quick. Boom. Boom. All right. What's your name on IG again?
Yella, Yella.
Uh-huh.
Mellow. You heard the dot, right?
Dot Mellow.
Yeah, MELOW. Is it 3921? Yeah, 3921.
Got it. All right. Mm, mm. Mm. All right. That's how we get fucking started. All right, so let's start with this. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on a brand new episode of Fire Films. I'm your host, LK the God. I am here with a very, very special guest who's here to help me break down the Alien Earth episodes. My man Cam, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? My name is Cam. How y'all doing? Alien franchise fanatic. Been watching it ever since I could. My grandfather introduced it to me, just the OG.
Mm-hmm.
And we just here to dive into the new Alien Earth series, which I think is probably one of the best series. I'm a little biased, but
Yeah.
let's see. So let's get into it, y'all.
So you already went into it a little bit on your connection point to the Alien franchise. If you could tell us, what is your favorite Alien?
Ooh, So I played the games too now, but I know it's not canon.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Predalien is probably he could be canon, not canon, however you want to take it. I like the Predalien. He was just he was a monster. He was just because that's probably the most dangerous thing that they could have put an embryo into. Like the little egg, the chest bursts.
Which movie is that from?
That's from Alien versus Predator, Raquin. But
Oh,
also
Requiem.
Raquin. So the thing is that with Raquin and all that, they already like showed hints within the movies that supposedly made it canon. Because if anything that you see that has Wayland Yutani in it, it automatically supposed to be canon.
Right.
So, but the storylines and stuff be all over the place, this and that, because it's just like, how did they have aliens on Earth back then? But they technically didn't discover them until like, was it 2093, which is hypothetically, whatever the year that the first Alien movie took place. I got to go back and like detail it and look at it. And that's actually a good idea. If anybody has not watched the Alien franchise in its entirety, go back and start from, not they have like the list online. We're gonna go over that too. I'm gonna get it pulled up and we gonna go over that, bro, because that's very important, because the way that they have it now, you can look at it in the chronological order, so that way you won't be as confused. But there's gonna be a little blind spots in there. You just gotta look past them and stuff. But like I said, just once you get them in that chronological order, you'll understand a lot of things better. Because like I said, Alien versus Predator franchise is not canon, but they've tried things to do things in between to fit it in though. So pass it off.
With the since you mentioned the Alien versus Predator, I got a topic here, and I asked, I don't know if you saw the chat. You saw the chat, right? But the topic is, would you like to see a Predator television series in this style, in this vein? Because this is like, I was telling my mans earlier, like, this is like movie level television. This shit is movie level. Like,
Yeah,
it's
the
really a movie.
cinematography in this is
Yeah,
insane.
it's crazy.
It's like they took the first movie, because I love how episode 1 started off. It's like they started off on the ship. I don't know the ship name. I got to go back and keep looking at all this stuff.
Starts with like an M or something.
Yeah, because I knew, the ship in the first one was called Nostromo.
Nostromo, yeah.
Alien. So I just got to go back and look at it and figure out, like, remember the name really. Yeah, I think we could. I think we deserve a Predator series, but they're too busy trying to push Predator movies.
Yeah.
It's because if you look at all the Predator movies, even the ones that's coming out now, what's the new one called? Is that one? The new one that's coming out is called Badlands or something?
Badlands, yeah.
Okay, we'll get on that, but I'm gonna like try to mash it up so that way it makes sense. Like, as you see, the androids in this universe they're very important, because why in the preview of Predator Badlands they have android? Because obviously we can't understand the Predators. They really haven't really given us anything to really hear them talk.
Is that an android or a synth though?
Ooh, see, I'm saying it wrong. That's on me. Yeah, because they're definitely different. I think that's a synth. That's not an android. Because the androids it's like what Wendy is, right? Because she had androids are more humanoid.
Is synth, cyborg, and android. They're three different things.
Yeah.
So a synth is gotta be Wendy, because she's synthetic.
Yeah, because Kirsch is also synthetic too. And
but he's straight robot though.
Yeah, that's true.
Kirsch straight robot, so he an android. And
okay, so Kirsch is just straight robot. Okay.
The black dude is a cyborg because he's half human. He just has metal parts.
Yeah, and see that confused me. So I picked up on it when he was doing that download on 3. I was like, it's some stuff going on because he could come out with the weapons and stuff, and I'm like, everybody else can't do that, and I was like, okay, they
Yeah.
introducing something new to us. I like this, and I was like,
Yeah, that's what I like about the show. They
because
adding cyborgs and stuff.
seeing the android cyborgs and sense all get into the action because
Mhm.
if we go back to Alien and then go to Aliens, man, my 2-month-old probably could break them in half, and he was fragile as hell. Bishop
Yeah.
went hard. I forgot the dude name from the first one. I always forget it. Is it Ash? No, Ash. That's not Ash. We'll get back on topic. I'm gonna get my stuff together with that.
No,
But
you're
you know what
good.
I'm
This
talking
is
about.
all on topic.
Yeah, you get what I'm
This
saying.
is
Like I'm talking about.
lore. Like there's this show.
Yeah,
That's the good thing about the show. It dives into the lore, even if you. That's why I like shows like this because it's just like school. Like your
yeah,
teacher could teach you anything if he makes it interesting to you. And I could say anybody who doesn't know the Alien franchise could still enjoy this
yeah,
as modern art because it's that good and it's going to make you interested. And it just happens to have xenomorphs in it.
yeah, yeah. I was right. It is Ash. It's Ash.
Ash,
It
okay.
is Ash because I think he passed. He passed a long time ago because he was in Romulus, Alien
I get
Romulus.
those movies mixed up. That's the good one, I think.
That's the one that just came out last
Prometheus
year
is
in
the
August.
bad one. Yeah.
Man, we can go down and listen. I can explain it of what's
Mm,
like. Cause see, I'm biased. I like all the Alien movies. I'll sit down and watch all of them. I won't ever consider any of them really bad. I mean,
mm,
the production might be bad, X, Y, Z might be bad, but I just appreciate Aliens. Like
mm.
I'm a little bit biased. Like my mom told me she was pregnant with me when she went to go see Alien 3. That's hilarious because it came
Oh,
out that's funny because or either she just had me or she was pregnant. I can't remember, but I was like, Mom, that don't even make sense because I was born in '92. But besides that, um,
mm,
the storyline, like they so we came so far from Alien to
mm,
Aliens, and then we strayed further away from the path when we did Alien 3. There was
mm,
so much more that they could have done in the direction they could have went with that because like I remember my grandfather was like always on like he wasn't heavy into it, but he heard like interviews of Sigourney Weaver. She was like,
mm.
I'll never do an alien movie if they ever took it to Earth. And I was sad in me because I'm like, bro, I don't even care about where it's at. I just need a good alien movie. So she said that like in an interview a long time, like years ago. We probably
I
was
wonder
youngest.
why she would say that. That
But
makes it more interesting.
it do because look at what they did with this. They,
Right.
oh my gosh. And she probably wasn't, yeah, the character was probably born. I gotta say, I gotta go look at the timeline and be like, boom, 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 make that make sense. Um, I don't understand how you're gonna say I wouldn't do it if they took it to Earth, but you did it when they took it to the prison planet. And I wasn't a fan of Hicks dying. I wasn't a fan of Newt dying. I wasn't a fan of how they did Bishop. The movie is still good, but like I said, that's a stretch because I'm biased. But honestly,
Mm,
they could have done a lot better with that. I like the only good thing about that movie that if we want to touch on that right now is them implanting the Xeno inside of the dog and it being a runner. Because see, I see that being a lot of people's topics now. That's Alien. I'm talking
mm,
about Alien 3. So
mm.
a lot of people are saying that like on Facebook, because like I said, I'm in a lot of those alien groups, and it was just like this alien is like a radical. He's all over the place. He's a all fours runner. He does this and
Yeah, I
that.
just saw a breakdown video on that one earlier. The
Yeah,
little fast jump. Like I'm not really that scared of that one, but
yeah,
he was fucking people up with that. That jump was fucking people up.
yeah.
But I'm not scared like the 8 foot jump. I'm more frightened of that one than the little fast one. I can handle that one.
Which
But
one
the
is
8 foot,
considered the 8 foot? Because I know they all
the
technically
one from
supposed
the
to be
show.
7 foot. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, because I normally used to see like they're all like primarily like 7 foot, 7 feet tall. But
Mm,
okay, so when I watched episode one, I was a little sleepy, and then I went back and I finished it. That definitely obviously came out of human, but what made that one so unique? like what makes a xenomorph so unique? Because I guess it depends on the human's genetics and all that
So
stuff.
here's the thing that's interesting, just like Jurassic Park movies. The point of the and Twister, the point of the thing is for these motherfuckers to get out. These motherfuckers are going to get every fucking alien movie. These motherfuckers are going. We're going to go to an expedition. We're going to bring these niggas back with us. These motherfuckers, they're going to get out. I don't know
It's
how it
just
got
like
out. It's
that's a good
Jurassic
analogy.
Park,
It's basically Jurassic Park, or Jurassic Park
bruh.
took it from them. That's actually
There's an
when you think
island
about it.
over there that got dinosaurs. Let's go look at them. Ah, let's run away. There's another island over there that got dinosaurs. Let's go look at them. Ah, let's run away.
Yeah, they
Jurassic
just
Park
keep.
3. There's an island we want you to go back because our son happened to fly over. Oh, that's right. Okay, now we got a Jurassic. We got an island with dinosaurs. We got an amusement park. Let's do that. Oh my God, they fine. And then the day motherfuckers got loose. Make a movie after the motherfuckers getting loose. Oh my God, like it's the same thing. So that's I think that's the biggest MacGuffin of the show. How this shit started. How it the first domino that fell that started everything that fucked up that whole journey for that crew and that ship to crash in Earth.
Well, we kind of already know the answer to that. What's
The
homeboy
cyborg,
name? Yeah. Because they're all programmed to do that.
the fuck
Whaley
up, fuck
Utani,
up the mission.
yeah, Utani and them, yeah. So it could be somebody within within the corporation that sent him the signal or the message or something, or he has his primary directive. That's the
Mm.
perfect word for that. He already had a primary directive because they already knew what the mission was, and then they just either sent him a signal or it just switched once he got it. And they probably told him, "Hey, sabotage the ship, do this, X, Y, and Z, this and that." He most likely was the
But
one that let it out and did some other stuff because
wasn't the mission to go to a planet, grab the specimens, and bring them back? They was already doing that. So why did he sabotage anything? They was already doing that.
that's what we also got to find out. Because remember on the first Alien
Mm.
when
I didn't watch all the aliens. I only watched Prometheus and Covenant and
oh
Alien
no
versus Predator. Both Alien versus Predator. I didn't know. I didn't know.
no, I got you. And that's why, see, that's why we
But
need.
I do gotta watch. See, we could break down the new Predator movie. There's an animated jump. I ain't watched that
Yeah.
jump
My
yet. We
brother
could break
watched
down
that.
that. Yeah.
He liked it. I saw like snippets of it because I'm always moving around, so like I really wasn't paying attention to it. But
Mm.
you'll start to understand it because apparently I read something recently that they're trying to erase Prometheus and Covenant from the timeline, saying
From
that they
canon.
won't
Okay,
connect.
that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Prometheus and Covenant, because Covenant introduced, it's supposed to be the introduction of the xenomorph. It's supposed to be the first one. I forgot what that one was called, the Berserker or something. I forgot what it was called.
The nigga David, he basically made the
Created it.
first Xenoverse. I'm
Yeah.
like,
And you
he
know that
didn't
black
do
goo
that.
from Prometheus is the stuff that started it. So that's why they're trying to erase it because they're like, because what they can do with that is that they could just erase. You can't erase the movie, but you know what I'm saying. They can make it not
Mm.
canon and just say that these life forms always existed, and then they coexist with other life forms. They're parasites. They leech onto life, and then they make their own. They just go back and just live with that story because, like you said, we like I just said, you can't erase Prometheus. Like the people can just go back and watch it, and it connects to everything that they already done made. So it's no point in erasing it. Just make it canon and leave it there. But the reason why they're doing that is because they had that long drawn out story in Prometheus. When you take it from Prometheus and then you go to Covenant, because Covenant is right after Prometheus, if I'm not mistaken.
So which
Yeah.
one was it that it was? Because I saw this in the breakdown video. It
Mhm.
was like some black stuff because they took their helmets off.
Yeah.
Dumbass this is. And some black stuff got in their nose, and xenomorphs was just popping out of them just because they ingested the black stuff out of their nose. Is that canon, or that's just
That was on Prometheus, right? What?
it? Probably, yeah, it was Prometheus
I
because the
don't
one
think so.
after that.
I think they're trying to erase it because it's just like what did you just say? It's just like Jurassic Park
Yeah.
because
The thing that
their
happens, that's
situation is the
supposed to be.
same. It's the
Yeah.
same. That's the confusion within the franchise that they're going to give people. They don't need to be. They don't need to do it like that. But nonetheless, like we can talk about that all day, and then to think about it, it's up to the not the directors, but whoever owns the Alien franchise and all that stuff. We're just gonna ride with it like all that shit is canon at this point because it already connects. Like it's no point because you look at how Romulus starts off. If I'm not mistaken, and I remember Romulus is supposed to be a sequel to Alien. Or no, is it to Aliens, right? Is it Aliens? It's Aliens, right? I'm a little off. Which one is it? No. Yeah. Romulus is supposed to be in between. It's in between Alien and Aliens. So that technically supposed to be the sequel to Alien. Because I was also told that Aliens really isn't technically a sequel to Alien. And I was just like, that don't even make sense. And I'm like, that was young me saying that. But then now when you really think about it, James Cameron made it to be a standalone movie, but it's within the same franchise. So he didn't see it as a sequel.
All right. So I've looked up the order, and they say the chronological order is Prometheus, Covenant, Romulus, then Alien 1.
Yeah. No. Yep, you said it right. Yeah.
Then Aliens, then Alien 3, then Resurrection, then Earth, and then the next movie that's coming out, which is like Rebirth or something.
Oh, the next one is called gonna be. Yeah, I think I saw that online. I'll be seeing
Rebirth.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
You. Let me see chronological. I don't want that. I'm trying to look at like what you're looking at, but it's not. Oh hell nah. Oh, so even though it's not canon, the site that I'm on, they made it make sense of. So when they put it in chronological order like this, as in like the year that it took place, not like the year the movie released and all that, but like the year. So like Alien versus Predator, if that was 04, I don't know if the movie setting was actually 04. It could have been 02, X, Y, and Z. So that's supposed to be the first one. And this is why you actually need to hear it from the franchise owner's mouth or whoever created all of this, whoever's working on it, to say this is not canon, this is canon, instead of people being movie critics or, they're trying to make it up. This actually makes sense because, there used to be an Alien versus Predator video game that came out in like the 80s or something like that, and I didn't know that. So it makes sense the way they made the Alien versus Predator. So it's Alien versus Predator, Requiem, obviously. Then Prometheus is supposed to be the closest one to that date. Because I guess all the stuff with, that big white alien, I forgot his name, the one that sits in that chair and all that.
The engineer.
Yeah, there we go. I'm bad with names. Engineer. I guess it's still supposed to be like further in the future past our time and date and all that. And then obviously, like you said, Covenant. So they implemented Earth. So after Covenant, it's supposed to be Alien Earth, which is crazy. And then Alien comes, like you just said, Alien Earth, then it's Alien. But on here, it got Romulus right after Alien. You said Romulus was before Alien, right? No, Romulus takes place in 2142.
Yeah, Romulus is before Alien.
They 20 years apart. So it's supposed to be Alien, then Romulus, and then Aliens, because Aliens takes place in 2179. Because Ripley was asleep for, is it 54 years? I think it's 54 years. 57. I was off by 3. She was asleep for 57 years. So that's where a lot of the confusion comes from with a lot of this, because Yeah, Romulus definitely supposed to be after it's supposed to be in between Alien and Aliens.
So Prometheus, the cover. I gotta watch Romulus. I ain't seen Romulus yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it. Oh.
No, I haven't seen Romulus yet.
Oh, so that's why when I was saying Ash, the
Mm.
from because you seen the first Alien, right? The
No.
very first movie, the 1979. Get ready for that one because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, that's the good one. The
Okay.
original is always the best one. They had
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
less.
Okay. Where I'm 33. How old are you, bro?
Same.
All right, we both 33. I grew up watching science fiction.
Mm.
You will not find me watching Alien as much because I was introduced to Aliens first. No comparison. I'm sorry. If anybody put the two movies together next to each other, that one, Aliens set the tone, but Aliens, I still haven't had a movie within this franchise that is as good as Aliens. And so far, Alien Earth, is close to it, and it's a TV show.
Mm.
So put it this way, because they didn't have really much CGI back then. Because imagine I told you it came out 79.
Yeah,
So
it was
you could
all
imagine,
practical. Like it was a nigga in a xenomorph suit.
yeah, he was like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have much, but the effects was still good. Everything was good. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
So I feel like at your age, like at our age, we
Mm.
would appreciate it more and watch it now than we probably would have done it like 20 years ago. Because like I said, I grew up watching it. So it's like
So
it set the
so
tone, but I don't think it's the best one out of them.
let's talk about the actual xenomorph. How do you feel about the xenomorph in Alien Earth versus the xenomorph from canon, from the lore? Because they the ones I've seen, they all, acid,
Yeah, Acid for Blood.
blood,
Yep.
the all the alien. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Shouldn't no fucking predator lose to an alien, in my opinion. Because in the alien versus, like, y'all niggas was losing, they was pissing me off. They had the big ass linebacker predator that lost. I'm like, bruh. And you
Man.
lost to the mouth joint. Like, come on, bro. You can't lose like that. Y'all shouldn't lose to no aliens, bro.
Uh,
Unless they low key got like super strength or whatever, I can dig
who?
it. But
Are you talking about
the
the alien?
aliens, yeah.
I mean, they already do. I mean,
Okay.
they have some
That
sense
makes
of.
it makes sense now. It
Oh
makes
no,
sense.
they always have. Like you
Okay.
can't really fight them off. Like you see it in the movies. You can fight them off and stuff, but because you've seen Aliens, right? The second one, the
Mm,
sequel,
mm.
right, man. So those are more so like drones because they were mass
Yeah.
produced. Those are like drone soldier ones. They're not as strong, but they're still strong. So Alien's supposed to be super strong because I got to look up the Predator height and their build. Like they're more masculine, obviously, and
Well,
all
the
that stuff.
jump from episode 3, he did like flip a truck over, like he flipped over a container. I'm like, oh shit, he
I
Josh
mean,
strong.
how did he do it though? If he went up, if he jumped down and then ran and then boom, that make more sense.
I think he
He
just
didn't just
tackled that
do it at
down.
free will because we definitely did see Wendy wrestling him and she killed him.
I don't
So
like the way that they cut away from that. Like, I want to see the
I,
confrontation. I don't like that. I don't
because
like that.
how did she cut his head off? Because didn't her blade burn when she stabbed it through the roof? Remember when she stabbed it when they was trying to get her and her brother inside the
Yeah,
trailer? Yeah,
I don't
didn't it
remember it
burn
burning. I don't remember it
from the
burning.
acid? I thought the blade burned up. I gotta go back and look at it then. So it didn't burn because I might have
Mm.
blinked because I have a newborn. So um
Stop.
it it yeah, so she must have took it in there then. Because the only thing she had was that hook.
Mm.
And I'm like, because she's apparently super strong. And I didn't know that well, you said she's a synth, right? I didn't know that they were that strong.
Yeah, they
And I'm like,
basically, yeah, they shouldn't. too bad that. How do you feel about the fact that they made sense out of children?
Um, it was different to be introduced to it
Mm,
because if you could just do that with an adult, it just makes more sense. But at the same time, they wanted to make the storyline a little bit more complicated by throwing children into full synthetic bodies. Um, because it's just like her brain, however old Wendy was she? I don't. They didn't really say the age of unless I
probably like
missed it.
12,
I would say 10 to 12.
12, 13, 14, something like that.
She's also battling her AI, like her artificial intelligence or whatever you call it. Everything else, the computer is going on up there because it ain't a brain no more. Um, I ain't feel no type of way about it. I was cool with it. It's not too much I have to actually gripe about Alien Earth. You're touching
Mm.
on that, so that helps me like broaden
Yeah,
like what I'm looking at. Yeah, so that's really good that you said that. I feel no type of way about it. I like it, but like I said, that the things that I don't understand is that I get it. We're in 2025. This show was made then, and then we didn't have all this stuff back then when the Alien franchise was introduced. I didn't know that they had this kind of stuff. Like I feel like they're just throwing a lot of stuff in, and this stuff is supposed to be happening before certain events. That's the thing that throws me off about it the most, honestly. So I have no gripe about them using the children and putting them in the robots and stuff. I'm gonna say I guess it adds more suspense to it because it's like holy shit, they're children into like these synthetic bodies. Like it's like we gotta live with it. They made the show, so it's like at the end of the day, we could just
bro.
keep talking about it.
I was watching breakdown videos and like there was people who was like they felt sympathy for the face hugger that was getting cut open and operated on because it was screaming in pain and blah blah blah. I'm like, bruh, do you know what these motherfuckers do?
Dude, I ain't
Like,
gonna lie. So as I finished watching that, because that happened at the end,
mm,
it was finally because see when you go back on the older movies, the little tadpole egg embryo that they took
that
out,
wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing in those
they would
movies.
just show
No.
it like when the chest burster used when they would just show the egg. Like it would look like a little egg, like a little pebble going
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
So it was good to see that they like they're making this canon. Like this is how it travels down and it gets in you. And I love the fact that they took. So I'm assuming that they took was it Hermit? Is that her brother name? I think it's Hermit.
Yeah.
They took his that was
His
his lung
lung. Yeah, that
because
was his
the
lung.
lung got punctured by the xenomorph. It was already bad, right?
That was like how could we say a coincidental happenstance because they was gonna do that shit anyway.
Basically. Well, I was there. I like you know what I'm saying. Like you were saying it, and I was just like,
Cause I'm like, bruh,
they
when
gonna test on
Hermit
you
wake
anyway.
up and see his lung in a tank with a fucking alien poking out of it, like, what the fuck y'all do that for?
Like
Like,
that thing is because I think they just need blood. They need
it's
like the blood
blood.
from the vital organs, and that's how it's gonna grow. How are they gonna contain it in that tank until it grows?
It's gonna get out, it's gonna grow, and it's gonna fuck everybody up. Y'all making a disaster movie by yourselves just fucking with shit. Like everybody's gonna die. Y'all got children, super strong robots. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to operate in the field. They're gonna get ripped apart. And it's gonna be more.
Exactly. I don't care how strong these synths, androids, or cyborgs are. Maybe the cyborg, that because homeboy like that. But like, if they ain't got no real weapons, because like I said, they're just not showing them to have strength. In the first Alien movie, when you go watch it, Ash just has his whole plot to
Mhm,
throw off the whole mission X, Y, Z. I'm gonna tell you everything because I want you to watch it.
mhm.
He was strong to the humans. He was strong to the humans. His strength wouldn't have done nothing to a xenomorph. A xenomorph would have just punished him. But they typically, it's the erratic behavior is throwing me off because Normally, the xenomorphs are just angry and they're just gonna kill you. Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
don't care if you move; it's gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you're gonna see Alien, the first one, and you're gonna get thrown off by a lot of the things that goes on in that movie. So,
So if okay, because you said the aliens, some stuff it did was throwing you off. So you probably mentioning the fact that I mean, but I do remember aliens like taking people and webbing them up to make like cocoons and stuff, but I never seen them like plot
okay,
because this one plotted on them. He
yes,
said bait and everything. I never seen
and
him actually
also,
show intelligence like that.
this is a good question to touch on, and I'm gonna give you some stuff to run with too.
Hmm.
Where did they get the eggs from?
Good question. Without how do you do it without a face hugger?
The timeline don't make sense because the eggs only come from a queen.
They have been saying that they do need a queen. They're going to try to make a queen because they just drones.
The eggs only come from the queen. And as far as I remember, LV-426 is the first planet that was introduced. That's the planet that they're going to touch down. Once you watch Alien, that's the planet that they're going to touch down on. And they encounter a bunch of fucking eggs. And that's where they also see the engineer. The
Okay.
engineer is going to be, I can tell you this part because it's already on like the internet and stuff. Like, I'm not going to tell you the whole movie.
Yeah, I've seen the engineer already.
The engineer is on LV-426 and they encounter him. They go past him to get to the field of eggs on Alien, and you can see his chest is burst open. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that happened on Prometheus, I think.
oh
With
yeah,
the
because
yeah.
he ended up. No, but I thought the engineer, they blew his head off. I thought he died. Am I tripping? Because after he got impregnated, nah, okay. But so did that mean he got, that's
Uh,
why they trying to erase it. It makes sense now. Because he would have had to get into the ship because that first octopus thing that was supposed to be like, you know, like evolution happens.
the
That but it,
original face
face
hugger type
hugger,
show.
you know,
Yeah.
evolution goes on, gets smaller, it gets more compact, it's able to do more stealthy X, Y, and Z. That's
Yeah.
why they're trying to erase it. Now it makes sense that we
Mm-hmm.
had that conversation about them not making it canon because
Mm-hmm.
they show on Alien, they show an engineer. Because as you can see, it was more than one engineer.
For
It
sure.
was a bunch of them apparently. But I'm like, did more show up? How did this even work? And that little thing that they showed at the end of Prometheus, it didn't even get on the ship when they went to the other planet or whatever they went on Covenant. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're trying to erase Prometheus and Covenant because it's conflicting and it's confusing. Like I said, when you go watch Alien, you're going to see the engineer in that chair with his chest burst open. And
Yeah.
then we don't get the queen introduced until part 2, which is Aliens, which is supposedly not a sequel, but it is a sequel. So it's just like they introduced the alien eggs in 1, and it's like, well, where's the queen? Like how that was James Cameron. Apparently, I'm gonna go do some more research on that. Apparently, that was James Cameron because they didn't have a story. So I don't want to get into it because I want you to watch it. But there's also different cuts of the Alien movie where one of the people gets dragged away by a xenomorph. Don't want to say it, low key. But it's only in like the director's cut, so that really don't matter. So like you can just go back and just watch that specific scene.
You talking about the dude that got he got dragged away and he got like he had like a cut scene with Ripley and he actually got to talk to her, but he was already like impregnated already, but he
He
couldn't
was
do nothing
he was
about it.
cocooned to the wall, and he was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
"Ah, damn it! I talked about that either this year or last year to my fiance. I don't. They explained it because Ridley Scott made Alien, and then James Cameron did the second one. Ridley
Mm,
Scott or whoever, like is it Geiger? Geiger is just he designed it.
mm.
They had a different storyline for how the aliens multiply. Oh, this is what they were going on. I don't know if you heard this. Let me know if you did. When the alien cocooned them and all that, and they cut that out of the original movie, they didn't put it in the theaters. They said that them cocooning him and doing that stuff to him was supposed to turn him into one, not impregnate him. I think Cameron created the narrative of a queen and mass producing the face huggers to implant the embryo to chest burst the xenomorphs. So they thought that that was a stupid idea of the alien gooing them up, cocooning them, doing all this stuff to them. Because you've seen how it was on them versus when you look at the other movies when they put their fluids and stuff, cocoon stuff, where it just makes it to their liking of how they live and stuff. Versus in the first one where the original story was supposed to be, okay, I'm gonna kidnap you, put you on the wall, spray you with my whatever alien goo, and the longer you see her, the more you'll transform into one of them. That I'm actually glad they went away from that because that made no sense. Cameron killed it. James Cameron killed it. I don't think we could ever even come back from Aliens. Aliens is going to be the best one, regardless, because the storyline is awesome. He basically said, hand it to me, Ridley, I got it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take him to LV. I'm gonna take him back to the planet you introduced in your first movie. I'm gonna take him on this whole adventure, battling the aliens, battling hundreds of them because there's a whole colony there. They all gonna get impregnated, and then at the end, in the final, well, it really wasn't the final scene. I'm gonna introduce you to the queen. In which way it starts is that with the eggs, I guess with one of the eggs that they found. So did you see the of Aliens? You probably gotta go back and watch it, bro. Like the director's cut. Did you see the director's cut version of it, or you just seen the regular movie?
Of Aliens?
Aliens, yeah.
It must have been just the regular movie. I didn't have access to the director's cut.
You could just go, so you don't have, unless you really love the movie, because I watched it like 1,000 times. You can just go on like YouTube or something, or somewhere where you can find it, just the clips of it, of the cut scenes from that movie. They show the colony. They show the whole colony, and they show how it gets started. You know, Newt, the little girl.
Yeah, I heard.
Newt, the little girl on Aliens, the one that survived with Ripley.
Yes.
Her family is the ones that started it. So I don't think that when it was her dad, her brother, her mom, they all went into this truck or whatever, terraforming truck or whatever you call it, however you call it. They went out there, they got the signal from the ship like they did in the first one, which you're going to see. They went out there to that same ship and they encountered those eggs and stuff. So I guess the dad got too close to it, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Snatched his face. That's how the ripple look. That's how I started.
I did want to ask you about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a new feature for Alien lore where the eggs only activate when they know they're around a human?
I'm gonna be honest.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so you talking about on Alien Earth, the way they did it?
Yeah.
I can't say that they went. So it's either two things that they go off of: vibrations, which is a form of a sound, vibration / sound, or heat signature.
Oh well, the Sims don't got no heat. That makes sense.
Yep.
They robots, no heat. Makes sense.
And I picked that up on the episode because I was looking at it. Because you know what I'm saying? You be moving around doing stuff and I'm watching it at the same time. And I'm like, why is Kirsch looking at the egg? The egg. So I'm assuming they go off of sound too. Because nobody, never mind. You explained it to me. See, I love it, man, because you gave me knowledge. I didn't know. I got to get the android, the cyborg's name down pat.
Morrow.
See, he was sweating. You see how he was sweating and stuff? And then now I'm picking up what Kirsch was saying to him. He was just like basically telling him, you're not like us. If that opens up, you're assed out. So I suggest you go ahead and leave. So now it's like,
he rolled out. He definitely rolled out when I drove.
He didn't want that face hugger to get, because it would have, I'm guessing they could still implant in him.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. So I guess it was getting off of his heat signature. Like his body heat, it was picking up on that. Because remember when what's his name? Boy Cavalier. Remember when Kirsch kicked him out of the lab and then
Yeah,
the egg
he saw
closed
what was
because
happening.
the egg
Well,
closed.
Kirsch actually he downloaded the Nostrosmo's data, so he Kirsch knew that. In
Oh,
the
he already
data,
knew.
they had the
He
data.
was trying to
Remember, they
save it.
had yeah, they had all the data about everything that was on the ship, and he downloaded it. And that's the same data that Morrow downloaded and deleted.
Mm, okay. Okay. Yeah, so it's all making sense.
Yeah, I love this show. This
So
show's
like
tight.
you like what you touching on, it comes back full circle. Everything we touching on comes back full circle. So like Newt's dad got impregnated, but
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that the egg that got put in his chest was the queen. That's something I could probably Google that Google AI might break down, but I don't want to know because I feel like it's gonna piss me off because it might not give me a direct answer. It might give me the wrong answer. I'm gonna be like, I don't believe it. Because I think that what happened was when he got impregnated, the mom said, Mayday, Mayday, man down, basically, man down. Newt screamed, and the brother was, I think the brother was in the truck or either he was back at the colony. So what happened was she got him back or whatever. They took him to the infirmary or whatever you call it, however they called it. And what did they do? What did you explain a little earlier? They always got to mess with something.
Mm-hmm.
They probably could have handled one xenomorph, but they had to be, grown people and go,
Well, I
let's go
think
back.
in that whole entire facility on where they brought the xenomorph and the
Mm-hmm.
eggs, basically all the fucking creatures. The only there's only like two humans there besides Boyd and Boyd's like mentor dude. So
Yeah,
basically, both of y'all are the vessels for two xenomorphs by yourself. Because I think Boyd is going to get too interested in what's going on, especially with they cutting the joint open. Like Kirsch
yeah.
is cutting the joint open, and Boyd's like, bro, I can't do nothing. All I can do is watch. I'm trying to get in there, and he's going to set some shit off. So, how do you feel about the other life forms that they have
With
on
that
the
in the
ship?
franchise? Oh, you talking about on the ship? Okay, on the ship.
Yeah.
Ooh, that jellyfish thing, man. I don't know what the hell that is. That's like an alien jellyfish. And jellyfishes are like aliens in general.
That
Aliens are
motherfucker, dog, with
the
that cat.
bugs.
Oh my God.
You talking about the cat, that thing that came out the cat eye?
Bruh. Poor cat. Poor
Man, that cat
cat.
got punished.
Poor cat. Then you got the spiders that suck out all your blood, like that killed the two
Yeah,
people that was chained up. That was
I
fucked
love it.
up.
I love it. I love it
Fucked
because,
up way to go.
man, they said, man, we gonna take it to the next level. Y'all think y'all just got predators? We're gonna give y'all all kinds of life forms that can mix with. You can mix a xenomorph with. I said, yeah,
Bruh,
damn.
all them Jones came off of one planet? Fuck no. That's a crazy planet, bro. No. That's a crazy
So wait,
planet. And they
they said
happen to get
they
all
said
of
they
them?
came off of one planet, or they went to different planets and got that shit.
Well, 65 years. I don't know. It was a
Mm.
65-year journey. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so when they came out their cryo tubes or the cryostasis, they
Mm,
that's how long they were asleep.
mm.
God damn. I don't know. As you just get deeper into it, you break down how they how everything is processed and what they're doing. Because, like we said, Wendy killed that xenomorph, so we already know more are coming because there's a bunch of eggs just laying around. What is it? I think it's only four, right? I think we
Eggs? No,
only
it was
saw
more
four.
than that. It
It
was a
was
bunch
more
of
than four.
eggs.
Yeah, it was a bunch
That
of them.
that cuz was protecting. It was like it was more than four. I say it's about seven because they was like in a circle
Okay, so they got seven. They have seven back at the
and they
lab right
seven.
now. Something stupid gonna happen though, because we didn't even finish. They're gonna dive into it, episode 4 about when he cut that one open and all that, and then they put it into the lung. That shit was. I was like, I know they ain't just take my man breathing and just say, "Are we gonna put this bitch in some liquid and then throw
How do
that
you feel about what's his name? The brother. What's his name? Hutchins
hermit?"
Kitchens Hermit. I think he has the most insane amount of plot armor in any amount of television show I've ever
And
seen.
yo, slam done. He got kidnapped, still didn't get killed.
Kidnapped, the Xenomorph caught him twice. Xenomorph tackled him off a building. Xenomorph had to drop on him. Bruh.
Man, that plot armor is that shit is adamantium, bro.
And Wendy saved his life when the Xenomorph was about to spit out the mouth joint on him. Like, he has a
Man,
lot of plot armor.
I mean, man, there's so much stuff going on in there that we just that is just,
This is peak fiction, man. FX
it
got
is.
another one. They have
Hey,
so many good shows. Like, besides this, you got Fargo. What else FX had? Like, fucking
oh
The
man,
Bear.
Strain.
That's Hulu.
Strain.
What's
You
the name?
watched the Strain?
I wanted to.
Watch
I
it.
wanted to,
I'm
but I
pissed that
didn't
that
watch
show
the
ended,
strain.
bro. That show gonna piss you off though. You gonna be like, right, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like, what the fuck you doing? X, Y, and Z. Like,
Yeah.
you know. So put it this way: the Strain, and I'm not gonna talk about this forever. Strain
Mhm.
is basically Blade 2, but without Blade. You get the little
The universe.
tentacle thing that,
That
yeah,
type vampire.
they
Okay.
basically said we're gonna take the vampire virus from Blade 2 and we're gonna put it in a TV show and make it like a pandemic.
Oh.
That's basically what it is. Like Strain was crazy because like the main character was like some big cloaked figure that was like I think he was the first one. Like he was the
The
originator of
first
the
vampire?
virus. Yeah, the virus. Yeah, because he was the first one or whatever, and he's how it started, X, Y, and Z. If I remember correctly, just watch it whenever you can. It's always too much stuff to watch, but all we got is
Mm-hmm.
time as long as our heart beating. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
just watch it. And I think they was digging or something like that. He got woken up or something. I can't remember. He definitely got woken up or awakened or something like that. And the motherfucker woke up, he was hungry. And then, he wanted to take over. It's basically Blade 2 and a TV show without Blade.
Blade too. That's a interesting pool because that's like the best Blade.
Yeah, it's like they took it and put it into a TV show, but minus an actual vampire in the show. People just trying to survive and kill the source, which was him. I watched it so long ago that I don't remember in its entirety, like how it ended. I remember a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the episodes though. It was good as shit. It's like they took it and put it in modern day, and they just you got to watch who you trust because you don't know who's one of them X Y Z. But them motherfuckers were strong. They were strong. They bite your ass. You just might as well just go ahead and turn because. But nah, that's peak. That was peak TV too then, because we didn't have many shows like that.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about
Well,
X? You said what?
since you talked about vampires, did you watch Sinners?
Hell yeah! I watched Sinners at least 3 or 4 times. You ain't like it?
No, no, no. I'm saying that's a really good movie.
People
Really good
irritate
movie.
me. They that man. Let me tell you something. People bitch about so much. Excuse my French, but
We curse on the show. We're
I
smoking
know,
weed
I
on the
know,
show. We can curse on the show.
I know, right? But I appreciated a black movie.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, why are we bitching about it? Why are we bitching about it? I saw a thread where they compared. That make me want to go watch this dumbass movie. Uh, What's this shit? Hereditary? They was like, what was better, Hereditary or Sinners? And I was like, I ain't even watch Hereditary, and I already know that even if I watch it, I'm still gonna like Sinners, even if I like that movie. Like you can't pit, a movie against a movie and be like, and people was like, they don't they coexist. Like they're in different lanes. Like you can't even compare them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
it
was
was a
like,
lot of people that complained about the musical moments, said it was like, oh, it was woke and blah blah blah.
Man, that's
But
too.
it's art, bro. It's
That's Ryan
art.
Coogler. That's just what he do though. And did they
It's
not see
art,
Black
bro.
Panther?
It's
I
art,
didn't really
bro. They
watch
tripping.
Creed like that. I wasn't really into like Rocky. I was gonna say Rambo. Rocky. I wasn't really. If I watched Rocky, I probably watched the boxing scenes. If even if that, I ain't really into it. Sinners was good. Sinners was definitely was good.
Says it was fine.
I really just hope that Coogler, because I kept hearing rumors that he wasn't doing one, he is doing one. Because
Right.
everybody really wants to see what happened to it was which one is the one that turned to a vampire? It was Smoke, right? Or was it Stack?
I don't.
Smoke was the one that had the baby with the
Yeah.
chick, right? With what's her name? Nonetheless, you get my point.
I
Like
don't know.
she
Yeah, I know what you're
the
saying.
chick, yeah. So the one that was with the white girl,
Yeah.
I forgot her name too, but I know that's Josh Allen's wife.
Oh,
Um, Haley
Amanda's
Stanfield.
Haley
Haley
Stanfield. I
Stanfield.
said Amanda. That's crazy.
um,
She's
people
black
want to
though. I didn't
see
know that.
people want to see what happens in between the time frame of what was his name? What was the cousin name? Was it no, his name wasn't Willie. What was his name?
Uh,
Fuck.
Preacher.
Preacher, whatever. Yeah, he
Yeah,
had a
they
name,
called him
but
Preacher.
yeah, what happens with him? Because apparently he don't got a reflection, so that means he sold his soul or some shit like that. But I'm like, he's not a vampire, so
Ah,
what does that mean? Like,
I didn't. I heard that rumor. I'm like, I
I don't think
don't
he
buy
sold
that
his
one.
soul. I just think so. Somebody made sense of it. They said that he's just a supernatural being. That's why he doesn't have a reflection.
I
I
mean, he
think
does
he
have
can
like
see. He can see his
powers.
reflection. Yeah. So I think that's why he couldn't. He doesn't cast a reflection to maybe others or something like that. But I want to. I'm not too interested in seeing smoking or stacking his girlfriend expedition.
You know
I
what
would.
I would be interested to see?
Well,
I want to see a movie about those vampire hunters, those Mexican vampire hunters from the beginning
no,
of the
no, they
movie.
were Indians.
In the end,
They were Indians. They were
I want
Indians.
to see
A
that
lot of
movie.
people thought they were like Hispanic, but they were
Yeah, I did.
Indians because Indians they probably were Hispanic. I'm not even gonna tell you wrong because the thing is that I think they were Indians because their Indians are tied to like supernatural stuff too.
Mm.
Let me see, vampire
I gotta see if I can hit an accent again.
because I heard them go. Ooh, they was like they was making all their noises. Hold on, we about to
Oh, they
find
could
out
have
now.
been
Google AI, they'll answer everything. Yeah, they were Native Americans.
Native Americans.
It was certain things that was going on that it was certain things that I saw that they did or things that were happening throughout that told me that I thought what's his name? The villain? I thought he said something about them. Somebody said something that told me they were Native American. I gotta go back and watch that again to find the little plot holes.
I don't
Um
know.
yeah, so Native Americans are very much tied into all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Like they're funny thing is Native Americans will be more so tied to versus vampirism, vampires, is more so they're tied to demons versus
Mm.
the vampires.
Well,
Um,
vampires,
as are
demons, they
demons
kind
the
of,
same,
yeah, parallel,
they're
parallel.
humanized demons basically.
Yeah.
They're tied to werewolves too,
Mm.
because of shape shifting and all that, lycanthropy. You can go down that road. So I'm a heavy werewolf fan. So you want to talk about that
Now,
later,
if Ryan Coogler want to do some werewolf movies, I'm into that.
man?
Let's go.
Man,
Some black werewolves? What?
I'm gonna tell you
Go.
right now. There's so many werewolf movies that I don't watch. I probably don't watch every good one. I done seen the horrible ones, but ain't none of them. No werewolf vampire movies will ever stand toe to toe with fucking Underworld. I don't care what no one says.
I've
I
seen
love
all of
me
them.
some lean, and I love their likings.
You like the hybrid? Or you
Oh,
think
Michael,
they jumped
Michael.
the shark with that one? Yeah. the hybrid vampire lichen,
It
the
was
blue
cool.
man.
Okay, so I felt like they could have did something cooler, but I guess they tried to mix it and then go, we're just gonna give him black eyes, turn his skin a little bit of different, little gray or whatever the fuck they called it,
And he
and then
never
just
really
keep him.
did
He never
anything
really
with it.
got bigger, but he, the strength showed. But I guess that tied into being, like what you want to say, like both, because vampires had claws too, but they really didn't. So they, giving them claws, they had to. They had to make them a little bit more primal than the actual vampires were. The hybrids, I love the hybrids. Underworld just made good movies in general. The last one that they made, I think that was the one where she came back. I remember she had like the super speed and all that shit. And she was like, she was like a blur. They strayed away a little bit, but they just knew how to make movies. Like it probably didn't make a lot of money, but nothing. Underworld and Underworld Evolution, or the Underworld Evolution, unmatched.
There was another one too, the joint that was like the origin.
The Lycans?
The origin movie. Yeah, Rise of Lycans.
Rise of Lycans.
Yeah. I fuck with that one too. Fuck with that one
Because
too.
Victor's daughter was supposed to have the first hybrid. Victor's stupid. He could have took over with that little baby. He tripping. He is tripping. He is tripping. But the only way they probably could have mass produced more hybrids is she would have got with another hybrid. Because it might have got, I don't know. Because we don't know how like the werewolf gene and the vampire genes go, because nobody, you know what I'm saying? We don't know their storyline of how they actually operate, because as far as we knew, what was the girl name? What was the Victor's daughter's name? Amelia. Not Amelia. No, not Amelia. You said what?
Celine?
No, not Celine.
That's
Celine was like
his character.
He was adopted daughter named Fuck. Because that was Lucian's girlfriend. Whatever. Victor's daughter was a pureblood. So apparently, from what it looks like, and they never really showed it, apparently the vampires could get pregnant, or unless Victor turned her. But as far as I knew, I think she was a pureblood. But I'm like, that's where, like they mess up storylines, canon, plot holes. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense, because it's just like, was vampires able to impregnate vampires? Like, how the fuck does that make sense? Like,
well, that's the thing, man. They every vampire thing, it's public domain, so they can make their own rules for their universe as they go. You don't really have to follow anything. Even with werewolves, even with witches, like Weapons just came out, and you got witches, and damn, my bad. I didn't even know if you watched that movie. I just spoiled it. Weapons.
No, I'm gonna get to it. Weapons was about witches.
Damn.
No, it makes sense though. No, you good. No. I'm gonna watch it. You good. That ain't really telling me nothing, because the reason why I was already telling it was because Gladys. I knew she has. Just looking at her, I knew she had something to do with something, because that bitch she reminded me of. It's no different than that fucking movie Nicolas Cage just had out, and I went to the movies to see that shit. That shit pissed me off. What was the name of that movie, bruh?
Renfield? Did you see Renfield?
No, not Renfield. Not Renfield. Because it was sorcery in that movie too. The movie that I'm talking about.
And it just came out
last year.
Nicolas Cage.
I think it was Nicolas. Yeah.
I haven't watched that though.
It's gonna piss you off, because it's just like, that's just where all this bullshit is coming from. Like, what? Like, you ain't tell me nothing about Weapons, because I still got to see it. Like, I'm gonna forget that.
I'd say it's how do I say this? To me, when I was watching the movie, like coming up to the release of the movie, like all the movie critics and the movie blogs was talking about this movie by Zach Kreger, the dude who made Barbarians, because this is the second movie.
That was a crazy ass movie too. Oh my god!
Because Okay, so think of Barbarian
Barbarian
like
was
this,
next.
like because you already know what it is, because I already told you what it is. So think about what what they told you the story is. Kids disappeared, middle of the night, never came back, blah, 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 blah. You kind of put it together once you know what's going on. Then it's not even like, okay, once I know the mystery, we just watching the fallout basically. So it's a very good movie if you
Nah, man, I gotta.
don't if you don't know the answer to the question. It's a very good movie. But once you figure out the answer, you're like, oh, makes sense. Perfect sense. Yeah, but weapons is very, very dope. All right, Alien Earth. What do you expect to see in the following weeks? Because I think we get 10 episodes. I hope we get 10 episodes. Let me see
Yeah,
how many episodes
hope
we
we
get.
get 10 because we already on 4. God damn, because they gave us 2 in the beginning. Um, I'm okay with the character development. I want to see obviously more chaos. We're definitely going to get that. They've already given
It's
it to us. They
that's
shown us.
inevitable,
Yeah. We're going to see a lot more stupidity from a lot of smart people.
especially the kids. I think some of the kids are gonna die. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna die.
Luckily, they don't feel pain. But that cyborg, he be shaking in his boots. We also got to understand. I mean, we kind of already know why that xenomorph didn't attack that cyborg when he killed all them soldiers or whatever they were when he was at the
Yeah, they
elevator.
said it was because he wasn't scared or something, and they
He
smell
didn't.
fear.
Since when has that ever stopped a xenomorph? Though?
That's what I'm saying. Like they just do what they want to do. Like
I thought he didn't do it because he was a synthetic, but you broke it down for me because I didn't look at it like okay, android, cyborg, synthetic. I thought it because he
he's
was.
still human. So
He said they can sense fear. You know, fear can come through your pores. You know, it comes out as adrenaline. I think that's bullshit. They could have did better with that. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
But he was ready to kill that joint though. He didn't want to kill it. He had that blade ready. That blade would have chopped that head off clean.
I mean, his whole thing uh is trying to bring it back for whatever reason, why he wants to bring it back. So he ain't trying to kill it, but he is trying to protect himself from this 8 foot monster. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Um, I want to see more bullshit from him because he just always in the middle of something. Um, I mean, now it's obvious why he ran because, like I said, if I wasn't paying attention, I would have thought he was running away from Kirsch because he was scared of him or something. Now it makes sense. He definitely ran from the facehugger because I was looking at it. I was just like, why are you worried about the facehugger? He's a robot. But then you explain that he's a
Mm.
cyborg, so he's still part human. So he could
True.
be definitely be impregnated. Because it's like,
And
I
they
guess
have 8 episodes. They
it's gonna
doing
be 8. I was about to tell you, I think I heard 8 to 10 because I think I saw the list not too long ago where they showed it. So we only got 4 more episodes after what, Tuesday? Because they come out
Yep.
on Tuesdays, right?
Yep.
Just know the season finale gonna be good as hell. And I know it's gonna be a show that they're gonna have multiple weeks. I mean multiple seasons because it's already good. They probably already planned in season 2 and the kind of franchise that it is, the only way they would have canceled it is if like when it first aired, the numbers were deflated. The numbers are boosted.
No, them numbers is crazy.
Numbers are
Like,
crazy.
when you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score,
Yeah, that tomato score is crazy.
95.
95 is actually crazy.
95 for Alien Project. So, everybody, before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Debbie, the energy drink company. And if you want a boost and you don't like coffee, you can try Debbie. It has a whole lot of good products. I've been putting people on to the mango cream. It tastes good.
Ooh.
They
Okay.
also have solo leveling flavored drinks too, drinks and powders and stuff too. They have merch, they have shakers, they have hats, they have mugs, whatever. Put in a promo code FIYASQUAD. That's Fire Squad. Once again, that's FIYASQUAD to save 10% on your total order. All right. Before we leave, I want to give a special shout out to our guest today. He's going to help us break down Alien Earth weekly. And in about 15 minutes, Peacemaker starts the new season. Highly anticipated. If you ain't seen Peacemaker season one, it's a very, very good show. I highly recommend it. You gotta watch it. And yeah, this has been Fire Films. I have been with my man Cam.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Thank
We
you for
have
having me,
been
bro.
we have been doing the Lord's work, and we'll see you back here next week for a new episode of Fire Films. Tell us when you love them, gang.
All right. Good night, everybody. All right.
Shut the lab off. What the fuck this show?
Yeah.